Good afternoon, Reverend Sisters, members of the Community of Divine Providence, leadership team, administration, faculty, honored guests, and fellow members of the graduating class of 2012. To my fellow classmates, congratulations, we finally did it. We are graduating. Congratulations not only to us graduates for achieving excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts, both in school and out, but also congratulations to our teachers, parents, friends, families, and administrators. Our success is your success, for you have given us the freedom to dare, the courage to excel, and the belief that we can achieve our best. You have been there for us with support and care. You had faith when we doubted ourselves. For all these things, we, the class of 2012, thank you. We are gathered for the last time, aiming toward a bright future. Soon, each of us will go forth in his or her unique direction, seeking to make a mark upon the world. 4 short years ago, we started our freshman year. We said goodbye to our 8th grade friends who left and greeted the newcomers, some of which we still consider our closest friends today. We were free of the blueberry look, graduating to our own choice of colored tops. That and access to the world's best cookies made us think we were so cool, but we were so young and naive. Armed with some familiarity of what high school was like, we came back for sophomore year, maybe a bit more mature than last time. Maybe. One exciting fact was, we were no longer the shortest people in the high school. Many of us turned 16, allowing the new freedom of learning to drive. Junior year was a big year. After a lot of discussion, voting, rumors, and more discussion, we finally had a new dress code. We were all so excited for the new look, and then we saw it. So we began school sporting our new clothes, complete with a return address label. We all learned mermaids, and then most of us forgot them. But junior year was mostly defined by the stress of everything college. SATs had to be everyone's favorite. Not only once, but for many of us, there were multiple attempts at this miserable test, hoping the numbers that came back were good enough. The remainder of junior year featured college visits, and for some, the chance of college credits through AP classes, complete with a trip to Walden Pond, where absolutely no one went swimming. By the end of the year, we got to sit in the senior auditorium seats and use the senior bathroom, but our excitement was sobered by the sad reality of saying goodbye to some of our teachers who had become friends and mentors. Senior year started strong with the long-anticipated whitewater rafting trip. I think I speak for all of us when I say this was the most fun we had at our time at Sacred Heart. There is nothing quite like sticking 88 high school seniors in tents in the woods to fend off giant spiders. Then throwing them off a waterfall in little rafts, leaving those that did not flip over to save those that did, creating unbreakable bonds among classmates. Upon our return from the near-drowning trip, our focus turned to college applications. I made the choice to apply to only one college, others applied to 16. Waiting for the letters was, in my opinion, the longest time of high school. But it was worth it, for the moment I opened that acceptance letter to Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and when each of you opened the letters to the schools of your choice. Then, hello senioritis, and before we knew it, the senior class was standing in the lobby, waiting for Owen to start the countdown. When we hit 0, that was when most people realized what it meant. Everything was about to change. And we were overwhelmed with joy, laughter, and lots of tears. Everyone has a source of inspiration, something that has created our will to succeed. Mine began with a Montessori education. From the beginning of preschool to the end of 6th grade, I was constantly challenged and shown every day what my mind is capable of. Through this experience, my confidence grew, and I began to aspire to a greater goal. But I was still only 12, and the time had come for me to switch schools. There was not much debate. I simply followed my sister to Sacred Heart as a matter of convenience. The reason for coming was nothing compared to the reason I stayed, the reason any of us stayed. Sacred Heart has offered us the best of environments, the kindest of people, and most of all, the finest of educations. Together, with the unique features that define Sacred Heart, we were prepared for the next step. How How is Sacred Heart unique? Well, you know you go to Sacred Heart when you get excited to miss a class for Mass, you know what tutorial is, and you know it is the perfect opportunity to finish homework for the next class. You get kicked out of the library for owing over $2 in printing fees. You're not allowed to walk through the lobby. You've been caught less than a foot from the other side of the lobby and forced to turn around. And you understand why the football team is continuously undefeated. Above all, Sacred Heart has been our bridge, a way to get where we need to go. While twisting and turning at times, the bridge beneath our path has stood strong. And we have emerged on this day, on the other side, safe and sound, with the help of many. For me, it is important to thank my family. Mama and Daddy, thank you for everything you have done for me. And to my sister, Cecilia, thank you for putting up with me and being there when I needed you. I would also like to thank my friends, who have been there to make me laugh and help me enjoy these years. Thank you to the faculty and staff at Sacred Heart for making this experience possible. And especially the teachers, for all the time and effort you took to teach us, even if we were slow and stubborn at times. Mr. Foresta, thank you for being a spectacular teacher and helping me become a math nerd to the best of my ability. And Mr. Giardi, thank you for showing me that, even if I am a math nerd, I can, in fact, write. Lastly, I want to thank you, my classmates, for making these 4 years fun and unforgettable. With this end, we will go our separate ways. Different colleges, different majors, scattered across the country and the world. I will be pursuing a degree in robotic engineering, but this is one small part of the variety of fields this class aspires to. We all have our own specific goals in whatever area we choose, but one thing remains the same, the ability to succeed, and that began at Sacred Heart High School. The world seems so big on this side of high school, but soon its grandeur will shrink before our eyes. It's all about perspective. When we were little, someone 20 seemed a lifetime older than us. Actual grown-ups didn't even have an age. They were just old. The idea of going to college was insane, and we couldn't imagine anything outside the comfortable little world that existed inside our heads. Today, at 18 years old, 20 is just 2 years away. Grown-ups actually have an age. Moving to college is suddenly a frighteningly close reality, and our little world is about to become as big as our dreams will allow. The future is uncertain, even a little intimidating. We are young, but we have already done so much. This day represents our chance to do so much more. This chapter is over, but we need only turn the page to find out what will happen next. So as we leave here, let us strive to set the world on fire with our excellence. We are few, but we can burn brighter than the sun. We are young, but we are ready to go. Thank you.